No limits, no labels. Gong Jun's bold take on acting sparks debate. Welcome back to Sohu Media, where every story goes beyond the surface. Today, we're diving into a conversation that's quietly stirring big thoughts among fans. What happens when an actor refuses to put limits on himself? In a recent interview on the TV program Family Court, Gong Jun shared a simple, yet striking philosophy. He doesn't want to set boundaries for his future. At first glance, it sounds like a typical motivational line. But the more he explained, the more it became clear, this is not about being vague. It's about being intentional. Gong Jun made it clear that he refuses to be boxed into any single genre. After earning praise for his role as the young judge Shun Xieji in Family Court, many assumed he might continue building a safe path in similar roles. Instead, he pushed back on that idea. Whether it's modern drama, historical storytelling, or even science fiction, he's open, as long as the script is strong and the character has depth. And here's where it gets interesting. He's not chasing comfort anymore. Early in his career, he consciously stepped out of his comfort zone. Now, he takes it a step further. He doesn't even believe in defining one. To him, growth comes from constant exploration, not from staying within invisible lines. Still, no limits doesn't mean no standards. Gong Jun follows what he calls his 3 no's. No unclear character motivations, no mismatched projects, and no scripts that betray their original creative intent. It's a balance, freedom with discipline. And honestly, that's harder than it sounds. To bring realism into his performances, Gong Jun doesn't cut corners. For Family Court, he spent 2 months interning at a grassroots court, carefully observing real-life judges. From subtle facial expressions during hearings to using dialects in mediation scenes, he built a character that feels both professional and human. That effort paid off. The show was even praised for its authentic storytelling and emotional warmth. What's more, his recent roles show a clear pattern of growth. From Detective Yi Qian in Wind Traces to a civil servant in White Robe Minister, he's been steadily breaking away from the unrealistic tone often seen in professional dramas. Industry insiders have even described him as a reliable asset whose value keeps rising. Looking ahead to 2026, Gong Jun has an ambitious lineup. With Wind Traces, Family Court, and White Robe Minister set to air, he's also hinted at exploring science fiction and experimenting with a more expressive acting style. It's a bold move, but then again, playing it safe was never really his plan. Of course, not everyone is fully convinced. Some early criticism pointed out that his micro-expressions needed refinement. But instead of avoiding that feedback, he tackled it head-on, performing 90% of his own action scenes in Legend of the Black River and sharpening his eye-acting skills in Family Court, where emotions often had to be conveyed without dialogue. So here's the real question. Is refusing to set limits a strength or a risk? Can an actor truly excel without specializing, or is versatility the new definition of mastery? Gong Jun seems to have made his choice. As he put it, no one knows what the future holds. All we can do is keep moving forward. And maybe that's exactly why people can't stop talking about him. If you enjoy deep dives like this into your favorite stars and their evolving journeys, don't forget to subscribe to Sohu Media on YouTube. Stay with us because the next story might just change the way you see the industry.